Tournament there. We got to watch a little bit of that, so that was super cool. We'll see if it can transition very well into Starforged Legends, but Warfoki versus Symphonus. It's a old face, a Season 2 competitor versus a person who I wouldn't say is new to the scene, but definitely kind of making a run for the competitive environment here. And we've got Neutral Forest. I love myself some Neutral Forest.
Oh boy.
He's got two.
Symphonus.
The Dream
Catch out of the
6-7
bag.
combo. Take it away, guys.
We've talked about that combo quite a bit on this cast. I love me some Ariat, and Beauty and the Beast is a perfect combo card. Envy, I know you looked at this Haven deck before we started, Symphonus' Haven deck here. Talk to me about Heresy's avatar. Talk to me why he's playing it.
So I have no idea why he's playing it. I can't tell you that. But Heresy's avatar, I almost called it Heresy's avatar. Heresy's avatar is a 7-play.65 with the last words of, it gives your leader the effect of, similar to Carabo's, your leader has the effect forever, that when you play an amulet, it just pops immediately. So when you play an amulet, destroy that amulet. So Sacred Plea, just, 1 play point, draw 2, and go on throughout your amulets, right?
Yep.
It's very interesting, sometimes difficult to kill the Heresy's avatar, and I have no idea how this matchup will end up being, Beauty and the Beast versus Heresy's avatar. Honestly, I really don't. I've never seen this matchup.
I've literally never seen this matchup. This is brand new to me. So the key card with Heresy's avatar on curve is actually Tarnished Grail in Symphonus' deck. And Tarnished Grail is not a card we've seen in competitive play very much, but we've actually been seeing it on our own segments quite a bit and on the ladder a little bit. Tarnished Grail just being another endgame option that Haven has alongside Aegis and Taurus now. But Tarnished Grail being an 8-play point amulet that when it dies, you actually get 3 of the Satan cards in your hand. So Astaroth's Reckoning and This is Damnation, all that kind of stuff to kind of end the game. So very interesting choice here. Not Seraph, not any of those other things. He goes with Tarnished Grail. I know a lot of people will be happy about that.
Warfoki going for a really interesting evolve, a pre-evolve. The tree there, the Kindly Tree Ant. Although a Aria was popping, a Tiger could have easily evolved over it, and 2 face damage could have happened. But it's okay for Symphonus. He had the Tin Soldier anyway, and he got baited into a Lyrial.
Yes, very baited. That's that
Lyrial.
Oh my goodness. Lyrial, we talk about that card a lot. Not going anywhere. Card is always good, especially when you're playing a neutral deck. That's where its home is now. We actually don't see as much Lyrial as we have in seasons past. It's kind of been like filtering out.
Well, yeah,
still,
every deck's not playing neutral package. That's why. But
Of course, yeah. It was in every deck, and now it's just in decks that can include it, which is a nice little reprieve from seeing Lyrial Evo battles every single turn.
Exactly. This is looking. I mean, Warfoki's going to play a Beauty and the Beast this turn. But Symphonus already has something on the board, so it would do 4 damage to Beauty and the Beast, putting it at 6. And Zodiac Demon is in the hand of Symphonus. Zodiac Demon can throw Heresy's avatar at this, or he could just evolve the Heresy's avatar and throw it into this to get the avatar's effect active. And this effect is bonkers, man. This thing is so fun to watch.
Yeah, so Zodiac Demon, for those of you who don't know, another great new card. You don't see this often, but it will allow you to take any follower from your hand and basically chuck it at an enemy follower, and then it dies. And with Heresy's avatar, that means you get the Last Words effect. So
it was interesting that he chose to do it that way. Heresy's avatar could have evolved into this and just died anyway. But the way he did it, he lost Heresy's avatar and the Zodiac Demon, which was interesting.
I think his mindset in this was, I'm going to be playing Tarnished Grail next turn anyway, and I don't think there's ever going to be a time for me to actually get good use out of Zodiac Demon because my Evo points are gone. And if he plays more Beauty and the Beast, all that kind of stuff, probably not the most optimal.
Zodiac Demon, a Servant of Darkness, though.
You can can do that.
Throw a 13 at them.
I think he was like, I already have the end game in sights. I don't really care if I lose value here. Was pretty much it. So we definitely get to see...
very safe turn for Astaroths.
Yes, very safe turn for Astaroths. And I think that will be the play. Didn't get the This is Damnation with the Astaroths to make the end game like super easy. But I believe this will start snowballing after the Astaroths. This is going to make Warfoki start playing a lot differently.
Right, for sure. Well, Astaroths will set up the Themis into Beast Call instant lethal, so...
Mm-hmm. Yep, it will just take... Oh, that's right, because everything pops instantly now.
I am so used to playing Dragon. He doesn't have 10 play points to cast Astaroth. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait at least a turn for this, but you're right. With Beast Call being able to pop immediately,
yep.
with that This Is Damnation, as soon as that goes off, it's crazy. And like this puts Warfoki in a position where he has to clear board every single turn, or at least play his Hectors to be defensive here. He can't be offensive at the moment.
Exactly. And, you know, it only gets worse if Symphonus draws into even more amulets. If he draws amulets that draw cards, that's when this deck really explodes, really takes off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting interaction. I really like this. I just like the fact that all the new cards are seeing play in competitive. Like, we get to see so many new decks all the time right now, like every single week, and I don't think that's going to change next week either. We're probably going to see a whole handful of new decks next week as well.
That's true, and... Warfoki knows he has Astaroth in his hand. It actually does tell you. So
yes.
He doesn't go for Astaroths. He goes for the Silent Rider instead, pushing 4 face, keeping the Rider alive and the Tiger. It's going to clear, actually.
I don't mind this. Symphonus literally has the game on lock. It's just like, you literally have to deal with my board every single turn or you lose.
That's
and
true,
I don't know if this board can be dealt with. This is crazy. Right.
Even a Cassiopeia would only do... what, 5 to this board?
Yeah, not anywhere close to enough damage. Yeah. And yep, Hector could have done his best. I'm gonna try to protect my leader's impression as he could, but would eventually fall. So very sweet game.
Was an option, I guess, but you know.
Yes, true, very true. All right, so we got to see a really sweet deck. Let's see what his Rune deck is. So in Rune, he's playing Giant Chimera and D-Shift. So another spicy brew here. I like this. I like this. He's also playing the regular Chimera. I know we've talked about that quite often, and playing this many high-costed cards, like Flame Destroyers at 2, Giant Chimera at 1, regular Chimera at 2, just a lot of expensive followers. People basically just opting out of the Blade Mage type of things these days. What do you think when you start adding in this
card? Yeah, I was gonna go before you even asked. I knew you were gonna ask that. I think there's a very important new card that really makes regular Chimera a lot more playable. Not that it was bad, you know, terrible before, but like Magic Owl makes it so much better, in my opinion. Magic Owl, for those of you who don't know, it's a new two play point 2/2. I think it's a vanilla 2/2.
Yes.
When you evolve it, it actually spell boosts everything in your hand twice. So it's like a Clark that hits spells. Everything hits everything.
Everything. It's like Spectral Wizard, actually, except just far better. It hits everything in your hand. It doesn't cost 3. It actually gets +2/+2 on stats instead of +1/+1. So yeah,
right.
Magic Owl, an insanely good new addition for things that are doing heavy spell boost mechanics.
I forgot about Spectral Wizard. It's old school.
Yeah, it's old school. You used to play one of those so that in mirror matches you could kind of get a turn ahead. And that was pretty much it, because you never want to play followers in the mirror matchup, but if you can evolve to spell boost everything twice, it's kind of worth it, because it gets you a little bit closer there. And Warfoki with an interesting forest deck too. So Staircase, I know we talked about Staircase again last week too, but Staircase is going to find its way into a lot of decks that just try to empty their hand. Like it's kind of this nice little balance of, I can actually just unload my hand and not really care, because I'm going to have fuel for the rest of the game. It's a very sweet card.
Yeah, as far as the ladder goes also, Staircase has found its way into just about everything, honestly.
Right.
It's a very powerful card, especially when you can enhance it on 5. If the board is neutral at all, like there's nothing on the board to attack you next turn, you can just enhance the Staircase, and next turn, draw a bunch of stuff. You know, you draw 4 next turn. Excellent card, amazing card.
And Warfoki opting to do the aggro plan against D-Shift, which I can't hate on, and opting not to get the Staircases in play to start getting value out of those early. So it'll be interesting to see if those actually play a role this game, coming out as late as they will be. He might just actually do the 5 play point stuff, or he might play them both right now.
It's also interesting in neutral, since the card is a neutral, you can hold one in your hand, and then also it needs a kaleidoscopic glow target. But if you cast it on 5, it'll enhance and have it'll probably just draw instantly into Beauty and the Beast. And D-Shift Room particularly has a very hard time answering Beauty and the Beast. So
almost an impossible time, because it will have to play out like a Flame Destroyer and Evo it, which you never want to do. Never.
It's like the card
ever.
you play for board control that you tech in the normal Chimera and it doesn't even work on it. Like you can't do the four enter damage. So
exactly, and we see Symphonus having kind of a rough go of it here. This is kind of what I was talking about with D shift as opposed to just running like a giant Chimera or something. Like he doesn't have any D shifts in hand. He doesn't even have his giant Chimera, so he's really just playing spells and not really doing a whole lot. He does have the Flame Destroyer just in case of a Beauty and the Beast, but after that, he really doesn't have a lot of fuel.
He's gonna need it too, because Beauty and the Beast has a pretty high chance of coming out this next turn. Just enhanced a staircase.
Yeah, and still nothing here. So he's probably just gonna have to do as much board clear as he can, coupled with some card draw. Just try it. There we go.
Ooh, bounce
a D shift in hand. There we go. Now we see the deck start to rock. Symphonus probably just breathed a sigh of relief there. He's like, okay, all right, I have a chance now. Let's go.
Definitely. This is also kind of good for him because even though this has 1 health, it can still fight and evolve Beauty and the Beast.
And Pure-Hearted Singer showing its value too. Basically,
they didn't find one. What?
Oh, beauty. Ugh.
Oh,
but just good. Maxing out the hand size of Warfoki after playing his hand. So just great value.
Definitely.
It won't be long now.
Not to mention, if anything ever gets to attack, he's now got Ariat in his hand, so.
That's right. Yep. So Ariat, this ever-present thing that says if you leave something in play, it can attack you twice. So don't do that. Interesting choices here.
He's semi-decent to get rid of these, though. Sort Cash leading.
Yeah. I'm just going to go with Sort Cash over Merlin here. Interesting to me. I feel like he could have done more with the Merlin this turn.
Well, Merlin would have overdrawed to no one's business right there.
Yeah. Interesting. So now he's kind of awkward on the play points here. He can conjure Golem and Insight, and he's okay.
Finds Windblast. That's good.
That's good, but it's only at 1 at the moment, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Fate's Hand. Okay.
Oh, no, he milked the singular giant Chimera.
Oh, that feels bad.
That feel.
And honestly, Warfoki, even if he doesn't have, like, the supreme aggression to push the game right now, he has tons of wards to just extend the game if he needs to, just to get those couple extra turns for maybe an area finish here.
Oh yeah, these trees are coming in hot.
That Goblin is super protected. And even if the board is dealt with here, Staircase will pop again, and then again, like you said before, the chance of Beauty and the Beast is even higher now.
Right, but Beauty and the Beast doesn't have ward, and Symphonus is threatening his own lethal soon, so...
That's true. Very true. I just love all the new interactions, like all these cards that we never really get to see play. Like Kindly Treon is a new great card. Like Neutral Forest kind of came out of the woodwork in this last week. I know people were playing it before that, but it kind of really pushed last week as being one of like the better decks, and we're seeing why, because it has this really nice curve of just things to do now.
Right.
Instead of just going on that full-on Alice aggro like neutral package that it was doing before.
It's interesting to see a neutral deck play the faction cards that scale off having neutrals instead of like everybody just playing Alice and these Alice synergies. And this is actually just going to be game, I think.
Nope. He's gonna pop this out to deal with one of them, but as we know, that Ariat.
Yeah. That's just game. This tree has double strike. Oh no.
No. When trees attack you twice, when trees attack you at all, it's kind of scary, right? When they don't stop, way scarier. Way scarier.
That's gonna be a game for Warfoki. Kindly Treant lethal.
That's right. Don't see that often. Well, we like to see it happen.
I've never seen that, yeah.
So Warfoki, gonna go ahead and extend this matchup, doing what he needs to do, and gets to play his Shadow deck now against Runes. So Shadow has slowed down in tempo a lot, supremely, since 2 seasons ago. How do you think D-Ship does against new Shadow?
Well, it depends on what new Shadow. Warfoki is playing Atomy Shadow, which, as we all know, could just turn 3 Atomy, and if it does, you probably win. Fiery Embrace.
I was waiting for you to go with the Atomy stuff. I love Atomy. I talk about that all the time, but yeah, Atomy more than any other Shadow deck has this potential to just be like, hey, D-Shift, you literally can't do anything about my game plan.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. And with Staircase now, Staircase makes it so that Atomy just has consistency. Like, you don't even really need to draw Atomy in the early game. Against D-Shift, you probably want to, because you're not going to have a lot of opportunities to do, like, the regular ping things, get to 20 Shadows and get to Deathly Tyrant and stuff. But you can literally, in most matchups, just play this control game, like this mid-rangey, draw a bunch of cards, clear the board, yada, 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 poke in a few points of damage here and there, and then just Deathly Tyrant at the end of the game, and it's just a really consistent, good deck right now. I like it.
Oh, yeah. There's no way. D-Shift can't really include... Oh my god, that hand. D-Shift can't really include too many like actual wards in their deck. Like, they have like Symphonus form, but it plays that, right? So Tyrant is just... If you don't end the game, Tyrant is just... Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. This is going to be a turn 2... No, okay, turn 3 out. I was like, turn 2, that's not possible. Never mind.
No.
I was about to flip my lid. I was like, I didn't even know this was possible.
Ooh, Kaleidoscopic, great. That does slow him down if he doesn't draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop, but I mean, his deck is full of them, so yep. There we go.
We'll get it. Yeah, this hand is pretty crazy from Warfoki. Has the Atomy, has a way to pop it on turn 3.
Yep.
We'll have the first Evo as well to start pushing damage, so this could just be like, in 3 turns, over.
Oh, he draws Glow, but he can't cast it. That's a turn 3 Atomy. Right there.
With another Staircase? Okay.
With another Staircase.
Okay.
And Symphonus can go Golem Assault Conjure Golem for the ward, but Warfoki gets to evolve first, which means that Tyrant's hitting phase.
He also gets 500 cards, so not finding something like a Soul Squasher or Lurching Corpse or something.
He also draws back into a full hand. Yeah, that's true.
Right. Literally a million cards will be drawn next turn from Warfoki.
Right, he does draw. He draws 8. I do believe. No, he draws 7. He draws 7.
7 cards, yep. So
6
actual max hand.
Yeah.
Yep. And Symphonus has got to be thinking, why me? Why right now?
Yeah, Symphonus just got what we called high rolled.
Yeah.
Goes from 2 to a full hand here. Absolutely disgusting. Whoop. Whoop. Finds Tyrant. Finds Andrelphus. Pretty interesting. I love that. I love Andrelphus. So
really good in the Atomy deck. It gives you so much more card draw. Like, the new Atomy decks now, with how much card draw they have, like, it's not uncommon by, like, turn 6 or turn 7 to already have drawn down to, like, 16, 17 cards in your deck. It's really great.
Also, very easy to get the Shadows for Tyrant. Like, I mean, only has 4 right now, but if he were to pop in a board again for Atomy, then he would, he would get there.
Decides to fill up the board, smack with Atomy, as he is wont to do.
There's no way to kill the Atomy, which means...
Ouch.
You're leaving 11 on the board, I think.
Like, best case scenario, he does deal with as much board as he can, but that Deathly Tyrant looming in the hand of Warfoki now in 2 more turns just means that there's inevitability built into this game.
At least 10 on the board. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Because he can evolve this Conjure Golem. Oh my gosh.
This is a nightmare.
This is what you don't want to happen to you when you play against Atomy, and it is happening.
Yep. And unfortunately, not much more to say about this match. That Atomy got off on turn 3, no immediate answer for Symphonus, and realistically, there's not an immediate answer.
Yeah, there really aren't many at all. Like, you can go like turn 1 spell, turn 2 spell, turn 3 sorcery cache Fiery Embrace that you kept in your opening hand, and then hope they don't Atomy you again, I guess. Right. But yeah, if it just comes out this fast, this matchup is terrible for you. And that's just game. That's
just game. Like I said, even if a full board clear happens this turn, there's still Deathly Tyrant sitting in the hand of Warfoki for that hasted up to 5 damage with an Evo point. So this is just it. Symphonus got high rolled. Sorry, Symphonus, but you're going to have to try again in the loser's bracket.
Poor Symphonus. He's boosting the Fiery Embrace. He's gonna show he can get rid of this. I'm gonna kill this Atomy.
Atomy will die. Will not kill me with Atomy, okay? Perfect. And doing the nice competitive thing, allowing his opponent to finish the match.
Shows the Tyrant. Warfoki.
Looks like you won.
There it
is.
What
an awesome game. What an awesome game.
Warfoki with
I love it.
Atomy.
That was the game.
I feel like we talked all last tournament about what Atomy could do, and we didn't quite get to see it in the way that we just saw it. That perfect double staircase, empty your hand, and he perfectly hit 9 cards too. He didn't overdraw anything.
Right, I know. Like everything, just like picture